Hi, I'm Rebecca Balcárcel with Writers on Writing. Let's hear from Alex Temblador, who is an award-winning novelist and contributor to anthologies and journalist. I'm so happy to have you. I'm hoping you'll share all your secrets about writing.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So, you are a nonfiction writer as well as a novelist,
Mhm.
but you have a lot of publications in magazines. So, how do you figure out what to write about, and how do you find a topic?
Yeah. So when I first started writing for magazines and nonfiction and etc., I didn't really know what I wanted to write about. I was kind of like, I like everything. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I want to talk about beauty one day and traveling the next day and arts and culture the day after that. And that was kind of the exciting thing about being a freelancer. But pretty quickly, I realized that I wanted to focus it. And after a while, I found myself being drawn a lot toward travel, arts, and culture, which is mostly what I specialize in as a journalist. Because I feel like I get to when I get to travel around the world and learn about different cultures and communities and the way their history works and the way their society works today. It's just exciting for me. So I'm always on the lookout for stories that speak to something in my heart. Sometimes there's a personal connection, but it's not always. I just like to highlight people who are traditionally from historically marginalized backgrounds. So like I love highlighting women and people of color and people from the LGBTQ plus community or people with disabilities. Those stories are always exciting for me. And if I can integrate them into travel, arts, and culture, I'm excited to do that. But sometimes stories that I don't expect come around. I have a lot of connections with people in different communities. They send me story ideas because I can't just go online and find all of these things sometimes. Sometimes I only find out about them through personal experience by going to a destination or going to an art show. But a lot of times people send me emails, and so that makes it a lot easier for me to find my stories.
It sounds like you're very open and curious, and that leads you in a lot of directions. And yeah, that you just keep your eyes open for interesting stuff from these different
Yeah,
communities.
I think sometimes like writers, we can get like the blinders on and we think, this is the story I'm going to tell. This is my perspective, and this is the only angle I'm going to go at it. And I've learned as a writer, I can't do that. And actually, the most fun aspects about being a writer is discovering that I'm wrong, that the way that I was perceiving something wasn't exactly the way it is or always is. And that's a really fun and exciting thing to have. I like being surprised by my stories, and it just keeps it fun. I mean, I'm a writer. I love writing every day, but it can get tedious at times if the stories aren't interesting and exciting to me. So I told myself a long time ago, I'm not writing about anything that I don't enjoy or doesn't bring me benefit in some way. I mean, I do write for other people. I like to bring benefit to other communities, but I still have to enjoy myself, or else what's the point?
Exactly. Oh, perfect. I love what you said about being surprised and looking at, like, being willing to learn as you go along in the process. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Thank you.